My fiance and I agreed to have an open relationship a year ago, but I want to close it because I suspect he is secretly forming an emotional relationship with one woman he's been sexual with. The original Reddit poster left an update to the story where she confirmed she was the one who opened the relationship. It starts off, "My fiance and I agreed to open our relationship last year. He's 30 and I'm 28. We agreed the rules would be that we could sleep with others, but we would only have an emotional relationship with each other. We are due to marry this summer. I have decided that I no longer wish to continue and want to close the relationship because I feel that it's affecting our relationship. I'm still determining how to do this. I have had purely sexual relationships with 4 men, and that was it. Nothing more. He was having sex with around 4 or 5 women, but there was nothing more to it. I have now discovered that he has been sleeping with just one woman for at least 3 months. After some snooping over a day or two, I have found evidence that he is meeting her for evenings out and lunch. He WhatsApps her daily. He is emotionally involved. I'm still unsure to what extent. But I'm furious because I have now found that he is taking her on a work trip with him. He never said that he was not traveling alone. I have to put a stop to this before it happens. I want him to end it with her. I've had enough. How do I confront him? He's violated what we agreed on, and we must stop. I don't want to marry him knowing he's emotionally attached to another woman. We promised each other that we would put each other first. Please like the video and consider subscribing if you enjoy the video. It helps the channel to grow. Update. The problems in my relationship with my fiance in a thread on Friday, a day or so after discovering my fiance's emotional affair with the woman he initially had a sexual relationship with. We have had an open relationship since last year, although initially we were exclusive. He went to her place on Friday after work and said he'll return on Saturday. However, he informed me on Saturday that he'll return on Sunday. I asked him why, and he said that this woman was ill and had a migraine coming on, so he wanted to ensure that she was fine before he left her place. I told him that I knew he was bullshitting and making excuses, as she doesn't need him to hang around with her to recover from a migraine. He said he was not lying and that she was truly unwell. He promised to return by Sunday afternoon, which he did. I told him soon after that I knew what he was up to. I knew all that was going on and the extent of his romantic relationship with her, which we both agreed was off limits. We were only allowed to have sexual partners and no emotional relationships with others. He was somewhat surprised that I knew the details about his trips and evenings out with her, and I admitted to him that I had in fact looked at his email and WhatsApp messages. He was furious and refused to talk further, but then I told him I knew he was hiding something and I needed to know what he was up to. He calmed down and then came up to me and told me that he had been thinking about us and had come to the conclusion that he did not want to marry me. I asked him if he was calling off the engagement. He said he was done with the relationship altogether. After arguing over this and his cheating, he admitted that his decision was linked to his relationship with this woman. He said that he was indeed in love with her now, and accepted that he had cut out all other sexual partners because he was emotionally involved with her. He even went to the extent of saying that he felt very loved when with her, that it meant the world to him that he was the only man in her life, and she was fully and completely focused on him. He added that he wanted to be able to reciprocate and had therefore decided that he was going to do just that and commit to her. I said I wanted to close the relationship and be only with him, and that I had realized that the open relationship was not working for us. He said no, because he felt unable to end his relationship with her, and that he simply did not care to try with me anymore, as everything had changed far too much. I reminded him that he agreed to open the relationship and was sleeping with several women. Now he was blaming me for what was mutually agreed. He said he wasn't blaming anyone, and that he thought it would work out fine, but after a while it all started feeling empty, and he felt pathetic sleeping around with others. He said it felt meaningless and that he felt like shit. He said he didn't want a life like that and he wanted and preferred complete commitment. He did not apologize for his decision and emotionally cheated behind my back. I told him that he was ending years of commitment and an engagement for a 3-month fling, and he snapped that it wasn't a fling. I couldn't believe he was speaking this way, very cold and indifferent toward me. He didn't outright say it, but he is seriously considering moving in with her. after only 3 months. I feel devastated, but the way he spoke to me has left me feeling empty. I don't know whether to wait for him to wake up and see that he's rushing this relationship with her and abruptly walking out on our life and home together, or to let him go and see if he ever comes back to me. I know that pushing him will serve little purpose, as he is determined to stay with her for now. What do I even do? I felt too shocked and confused to react to anything, and spent the entire night awake trying to work out what happens now. We were due to marry later this year. I can't even bear to think about canceling what we'd planned for our future and telling people that it's off. I have so much on my mind, and I'm struggling to cope. Should I be telling the other woman that he was engaged? I'm not sure if she is aware of it. Now let's read some of the comments left on the Reddit post. Comment number 1 by Lord Glass says you opened the relationship and he closed it. You were just on the other side of the door when he slammed it in your face. Comment number 2 by Redditor says, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It meant the world to him that he was the only man in her life, and she was fully and completely focused on him. That is completely understandable. I wish him luck. Comment number 3 by LA_Patineuse says you're trying to control something that is already way out of your control. Exactly. Her post is all about the control she wants to impose now, and she's even trying to extend that control to the other woman. The situation is out of her hands now. She needs to just back out. Be sure to like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. Comment what you think about the situation below. Thanks for watching.